Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Highly Illogical podcast, where there's only two of us today. One of us is absent, but you got us, and you'll have to deal with it. My name is Trevor Shelby, and this guy over here, his name's Thomas Kennedy, and yeah, welcome to today's show.
Yeah, Tim, howdy. Yeah, Tim's celebrating his daughter's birthday.
Yes, and a happy 10th birthday over there. That's very exciting.
And Saturday, when this actually premieres, it's my birthday.
What? It's your birthday?
Yeah.
What?
I'll be the big 1-9.
The big 19? Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
19 again.
That's amazing.
20th year, 20 some odd year.
That's amazing. You got any plans for your fishing? I mean, not fishing, for your birthday. I was hoping it was going to be fishing, but
I want it to be fishing, but according to the weather, like tomorrow is supposed to rain. It might rain Saturday. It's supposed to rain all day Sunday, all day Monday, and
oh wow!
Of course, it's a holiday weekend. And,
yeah,
I heard you really shouldn't take your kayak out on holiday weekends.
Yeah,
some asshole who's sitting right next to me on the video.
Well, you can take it out, but man, it's annoying. The last time holiday weekend, I took my kayak out. I had to deal with boaters that just didn't it's obvious boaters that are not normally boaters. Like these guys are just out on the weekend. They're in a no wake zone, just going as fast as they can go. And when you're in that little kayak, you're just the whole time. And then just hanging on for dear life. Then you got the guys that if you get up in the areas where the big boats can't go, then you've got the guys in the jet skis that are just zipping around everywhere, and they do the exact same thing. They'll get way too close to you. And if you're out there fishing, that's the last thing you want to see as a jet skier, because those fish are gone at that point.
I got a whistle. I can.
You blow your whistle at them?
Yeah. Just,
yeah.
I
don't know that the whistle's supposed to be for emergencies. I don't know if you should be blowing your whistle out there. People
I bring an air horn?
Yeah, there you go. There was actually in which I don't know if I should tell this whole story, but I will tell the story of a boating incident that I heard from a reliable source, where they got in a fight. These two boaters got in a fight, and one of them had a high-powered slingshot that he had rigged it where he could fire water balloons. And he had been playing with it out at boating. And so when there was this drunken boater that was next to him that was causing havoc. They get in this shouting match. He takes his wrist rocket balloon shooter and cranks it back, fires, hits the guy in the head, and knocks him out. And he falls in the water. He had to pull him. He had to save his life, basically. I think arrests were made. It was a big deal. It was a crazy thing. Hopefully they're not watching today, and I'm airing all their dirty laundry. But it was a funny story. So I didn't name names. It's all okay. But yeah.
Do they follow our channel?
No, I don't think so. But
okay, then.
Yeah. Block. So anyways, I'm looking forward to this weekend. This of course we're recording this a little early. We've got holiday weekend, 3-day weekend coming up. I very
personally
eager
didn't want to record on Friday, which is when we usually record.
Yeah.
Because it is a holiday weekend, and you know what? I kind of want to do something.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah.
I've got some very lame plans headed up, and
you're gonna feed your squirrels.
Yeah. I am actually. No, it's lame. Anyways, so I something I wanted to talk about today, and this all came about, and I'm going to go the long route around to this to what I want to talk about here, but hang on. So I've been rewatching actually Breaking Bad. Mm-hmm. And I love that movie or that show. And I've seen the movie now, and I thought, man, I felt a little disconnect because it's been so many years since the show to the movie. And so I thought, I'm going to watch it all through and then watch the movie again. And I think that'd be a lot of fun. Well, and I've had tons of time lately. So, at home. So
really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. For some reason I'm locked up in this house. So, okay. And it got me thinking. I hit the episode, and I hope nobody cries spoiler on this because this show has been out.
Breaking Bad, so I mean, you can talk all you want.
Okay. Well, I would say if you're interested in it, you should have seen it by now. And this is actually a very minor thing in the show, but even then, I don't want people being like, oh. Anyways, so there's a character in the show. He is a side character through most of the series. He's the main actor. His wife cheats on him with him. It's her boss at her old job that she goes back to, and she's cheating on her husband with this guy. Well, later in the series, I think this is like season 4, at the very end of season 4, this character dies in hilarious fashion. And it was because he owed back taxes to the IRS. Or no, it wasn't that it was back taxes. He was cooking his books and basically stealing and everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, and he owed like $600,000 to the IRS. And if the character's wife, Skylar, she was cooking the books for him, just getting him through. And so her name is all over everything. And she's complicit at this point in the series where she's helping launder the money that they're making from the drugs. And so she doesn't want the IRS looking into him and then seeing her name on the books. So then they look into her. So she's trying to get him to pay. She basically sets it up where he receives a bunch of money and from an unknown dead aunt, and she's trying to keep him out of the loop, and so she's helping him pay the IRS because he doesn't have the money, and if he goes to jail, she's probably going down with him. Well, so he doesn't do it. First thing he does is like buy a Mercedes and with the money, and so she gets mad and she hires through Saul Goodman, the lawyer, the attorney in the show. They hire some goons to go over there, and they go over there, and they basically force him to fill out a check in the amount for the IRS, and he signs all the paperwork, and they're putting it in the envelope, and they tell him we're gonna mail this out, and we're gonna wait for the check to clear, so we're staying at your house this weekend. And he panics and he runs out of the room, trips on a rug, goes head first into the kitchen counter, and dies. Okay. So this character went through all this progression, and it wasn't that much progression, but he was like a character in the show, dies in the most pointless fashion. And that's my question. Why do TV shows do that? Because they killed him, and literally, I'm in the 5th season now. They haven't gone back to it. They went from episode he dead to episode like nobody cares at this point. No, it's like he wasn't even alive. So, I mean, why do TV shows do this? And I've got more instances on this, and it pisses me off.
Well, they did that on House too.
They do it on, yeah.
whenever the guy who played Kumar on Harold and Kumar, whenever whenever the actual actor himself went to work for Barack Obama, they killed him off, and they spent one episode talking about it. Then he was written out forever.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they don't go back to it. It's not like a thing. Like, okay, so
well, I mean they're bad guys. They see it all the time. It didn't affect them.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, but you got other shows that do this. The Walking Dead. Do you remember T-Dog? I remember T-Dog. I don't understand what they did to T-Dog. And it's so far removed at this point that nobody cares, obviously, because there's tension.
They still bring up Carl. They still bring up Glenn,
Fuck
stuff
T-Dog.
like that.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people have died?
Yeah. He wasn't even supposed to die that episode. He wasn't supposed to. You know who was supposed to die that episode? Carol.
Who?
Carol was supposed to die that episode. She asked not to die, and they're like, let's just have T-Dog die. Really? He was the coolest character on the show. And I've covered this before in other media, but I'm gonna kind of go over it now.
I gave a detailed synopsis of why he died.
I know you did, but listen, T-Dog had a point. He was the one guy that said one thing in every episode. He didn't have any lines. The episodes before he died were literally him standing in the background. They came up with a plan. They're at Herschel's farm or whatever, and he goes, "Okay." I love T-Dog though. He was.
I told you
the most awesome character.
in the episode that he died, disappeared, got eaten. He had this huge monologue, and he just died.
Yeah, he had his monologue. It was over.
It happens in all of them. They finally get a new character, and then they start talking, and they die.
And you know what?
Everyone hates Chris guy.
Yeah, everyone remembers because of T-Dog. T-Dog dying. Nobody remembers that. You know what people remember from that episode? But you know what people remember from this episode?
Carol disappearing for a while.
No. It's the Rick's wife dying that episode. She dies that episode, has her baby, or it's cut out. I don't know. I don't remember.
Carl killed her.
And so people remember that. The woman that was sleeping with his best friend while he's in the hospital, just an awful character versus T-Dog, who did no harm to anybody. Okay,
of course, I haven't watched The Walking Dead in a year and a half.
I'm way behind on that show.
I stopped watching about. I don't know. Started getting ridiculous. So
the last episode I've seen was the helicopter scene. I won't go into any details about that for our fans.
I know,
but that's the scene.
That's the last
episode
I watched too, where mid-season finale helicopter scene, right?
Yeah. So I and it has more to do for me is the fact that I don't have cable, and
You have Netflix. It's on Netflix.
I have Netflix, but and it's probably been so long that season is probably now on Netflix. I just haven't caught up. But I don't have cable. And what I used to do every weekend was go to my mother's house and we would watch The Walking Dead. If The Walking Dead went on, it was always the other one, the Fear of the Walking Dead. So
I never got in the Fear of the Walking Dead because I don't know, it just moved weird.
Well, I will say that I got to a point where I actually kind of liked Fear over The Walking Dead. Just preference with characters. And I like the comic book series too. I will say I've read a good portion of it. I haven't read the whole thing yet, but I've gotten through a lot of it. But, it is what it is.
But anyway.
Yeah, but I just don't understand. That's my question. Why do shows do that? Why do shows kill off characters, and then they don't ever? It's like they don't ever refer back to it. It's
because they've got I mean, what are they going to do? I mean, he's dead. I mean, why are they going to bring up someone who's dead?
But there was no point in the Breaking Bad episode. There was no point. They just moved on. Like the character that should have gotten angry that he died isn't angry. And I'm in season 5. I'm like a few episodes in now. She should know by now that her ex-boss and ex-boyfriend is now dead, and she doesn't really care. She's just really a flat affect, and she's just whatever.
Well, if he's an ex, would you care if your ex died?
No, not at all.
Then why do you care if she cares?
I'm just saying, it's just weird. It's weird on the show. It doesn't make much sense to me. And there's other shows that done it. What's the Stranger Things?
Other characters that are. Well, Beth is still brought up.
Is she?
Yeah, okay. They still bring her up.
I will admit, I only seen the first season of that show.
The first season of Walking Dead?
Stranger Things. Not Beth.
Oh, Stranger Things?
Stranger Things. Beth, the girl that disappears in the other flipped around world or whatever it's called.
The Upside Down. I've only seen the first season, so.
Yeah. So she's gone. And they had this whole campaign like on Twitter where people were like, what about Beth? Because was like 1 minute she's there and she's gone, and then nobody cares. Beth wasn't that great of a person.
So what about the Netflix series You? Have you watched that?
I've seen You. I actually really enjoy You.
So would you want them to go back, to be discussing the female interest in the first series of You?
Yeah. Well, in the second season, it's a little different with You, I think, because in the second season, he moves. He's in San Francisco or just in California somewhere. Los Angeles somewhere. Yeah, California. Anyways, it's all the same place. Anyways, it ain't that big of an area. So.
Oh yeah. It's only the third largest state. Yeah.
But yeah, no. Okay, so you've got him moving, and the way that it kind of gets brought back up is his past is following him. And so she is kind of involved mainly because that other girl shows up.
The initial girl that he was mourning over, basically.
Yeah. So, but I actually really enjoy that series. So
I love You.
I can't wait for the third season.
I mean I love you. I love the series.
Oh, I'm gonna single that out.
No.
That's gonna be on our Valentine's special.
No.
So, oh man. So what do you got going on?
I always end up doing shows with you.
I don't know. What do you got going on?
Well, for one thing, we're both wrestling fans, and Shad died. Very sad day in WWE.
Yeah,
he was. Crime Time was probably a sure fit for the Hall of Fame. And
maybe.
They were a great tag team.
They were a good tag team. I wouldn't say great, but I will say they were a good tag team. And I'm not dogging the guy. I think that they were put in the wrong. They were a good team together, but I think their gimmick was wrong for them.
The thug gimmick.
It didn't get over with the crowd. I don't know if they were ever tag team champions.
I think they were. Yeah,
they might have been. But
Okay, Google. Was Crime Time ever tag team champions?
Let's see with Google.
According to Wikipedia, they won the OVW Southern Tag Team Championship.
OVW.
Roadkill and Casey James on May 24th, 2006. Their first match as a team.
And apparently, they were just Ohio Valley.
Yeah.
tag.
OVW. There you go. I wonder what year that was in. They
2006.
2006. Yeah,
It seems kind of weird. I thought that they were later.
Well, that's them in developmental.
Well, I mean, I thought they were. I thought they were earlier. I mean, like in the early 2000s.
Oh, in the WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking mid 2000s for them being in WWE. So that's probably about right, though. They probably debuted 2007, 2008.
They won the NWA tag team.
Yeah, I never had anything like standout match that they were in, but I do know that the team themselves, they'd stuck around for quite a while, and I think they were stuck in the wrong gimmick, and it was like they never changed them. They never tried anything else, and eventually he got let go. We were following this whenever he was. It was actually him and his son were gone, and
he went in to save his son, and they found his son alive.
Yeah, they found the son, and then the last thing I'd heard was before they found him was that they were searching underwater for him, which sounds, they were pretty sure.
He washed up. They found he washed up about half a mile from where he was, where he disappeared on shore.
Very sad deal.
The police were called and they identified him. So but I haven't gone fishing because everyone thinks I buy fish.
Why would you give up fishing on that?
Because if I catch a fish, people are going to say I either photoshopped it, bought it from someone, or found a dead one. So why even try?
Oh.
I just give up. Haven't caught a fish in 20 years is what what people say, because all my fish are photoshopped. Yeah.
Wow.
And you fisher people out there have Trevor to thank for that, and my roommate.
Oh, well, that just leaves more fish for me to catch, I guess. So
you catch stupid catfish.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
What?
I was clicking on something, and it had one of those video advertisements that popped up. Scared the poo-poo out of me. So, have you seen the Justice League movie?
Yes, I've seen the Justice League movie.
I've missed it. And you know me in superhero movies, right?
You don't like them.
Well, it's not that I don't like them. I just don't go out of I'm one of those people that I grew up on superheroes, and for whatever reason, I could care less if I see or miss a lot of these movies. But I really did consider myself a pretty big fan when I was younger. But apparently, people have been clamoring for quite a while now for a Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League.
And it's premiering on HBO, I think.
Yeah. They said that that's the it's a thing after quite a while of denying it, and now it is a thing, and it's coming out on the HBO app, I guess, on the HBO thing. So
and it'll show on HBO on demand and all the HBO channels and all
and
all that stuff.
So that's kind of interesting. So
which means you have to buy another fucking app.
Really? Tell me more about this.
So this Tom Hanks movie that I really wanted to see, it was going to come out this month, actually the end of actually in June, was fucking supposed to come out. No, it's going to come out on Apple TV. No, because of stupid Corona. Now if I want to see this damn movie, I got to get Apple TV. Which on top of that, I'm paying for Netflix. I'm paying for Hulu. I'm paying for Prime, and I'm probably gonna have to pay for CBS because I want to see fucking Picard, and I have to pay for Disney Plus because of the stupid fucking Mandalorian series I want to see. Okay, that's. Give me one fucking app. God damn it.
That's what I should have done for Invention Time. Is one app. Then you can see it all.
I don't want to pay for Apple TV just to watch one fucking movie.
You know, if you've never had it before, you might be able to get a free trial. I don't know. Don't know if that helps. They might limit the content you can see. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm in the same boat, man. WWE Network. I pay to watch AEW through Fight TV. I got Netflix, Hulu, Amazon. I have CBS, HBO.
Plus, you have a paid for VPN for the AEW.
Yeah, I got a free VPN, but it doesn't work that well. So I should pay to get one, but I'll stick with free with what I can do for now. I had to go through some hoops to get that AEW subscription because I don't want cable. But now I pay about what you pay for cable. So I actually went through and kind of culled the list there this last weekend and cut down on some of those apps. But yeah, man, it nickel and dime you.
They came up, people are dropping cable because they think the streaming service is going to save them money. But then you got like 12 different fucking streaming services, and it's costing you about the same as a fucking cable. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry if there's any kids watching. I do. Whenever I rant, I cuss a lot. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, it's really funny. Well,
and Trevor loves my rants for some reason. That's the reason why he brought up.
That's why I did it. I set it up, and I knew. I said, I'm just gonna set this up for him. But yeah. So moving on. Yeah, moving on. Out of that area. So, have you watched any new shows or anything that going on?
I'm not watching any new shows yet. I'm still rewatching Scrubs, and I'm still going through a rewatch of DS9. But I haven't gotten any new shows. I really want. I've been thinking about watching this new one about Catherine the Great that's on Prime.
Okay.
Damn it! It hasn't come out yet.
Oh, I was like, why are you upset now? I'm trying to get into the realm of anime, and I don't know where to start. That's where Brian comes in. Yeah, that's where Brian comes in. We need to get him on the show because I don't know where to start. I've seen Evangelion, and the ending of that show was the most confusing thing I've ever watched. And I don't know.
I'll see if I can get him on the show next week.
Okay, because I need help. There's a show on Netflix called Parasite that looks interesting. The guy
I think that's one that he really liked.
Yeah. My wife watched it and she really liked it, she said. Anyways, it shows the guy, he's like looking at his hand and it's got like an eyeball or something and it's like talking to him. And it's like a monster looking thing. Anyways, and then somebody shows up and turns into a regular hand. Anyways, I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. But
we would have to change the time to record because he doesn't get off until 7. So
yeah, that's fine. I don't care. But no, I just don't know where to start. I don't know what's good in the anime verse. I've tried to start some that are just random, and I've picked bad, I think. so yeah, I need help there. And plus, anyone that's watching, if you guys want me to try one episode at least of an anime or something that you think I would like, yeah, shoot out to me. Or like a starter kit. Like, you should watch this, and this to get hooked on anime. And I'll do that. I'll
one thing
put
about
myself
anime,
through it.
though, is if you get some of the popular series, and those things run for, those things have a ton of episodes.
Yeah. The only one I know of that I've ever watched was Dragon Ball Z.
There's a ton of Dragon Ball series.
Yeah. There's like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, which isn't like considered canon anymore. And now there's
Double O.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, but I just don't know where to start. I enjoyed Dragon Ball, so maybe something in that realm. I don't know. I'm up for whatever. Whatevs. I really do want to, see good anime. So if we can get pointed in the right direction, I'd be quite happy about that. Okay. Everyone, Future Trevor here. I would like to thank you guys for watching our episode today. Thomas abruptly had to leave the episode due to a surprise birthday party. I'd like to wish him a very happy 49. He's earned it, man. So, yeah, join us next week. We will have a special guest. His name is Brian, and Brian knows a ton about anime. And so he's our local anime guy. So, yeah, he's going to put us through our paces, I guess. He's gonna point us in the right direction. So we're looking forward to seeing him. So definitely tune in next week. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the holiday, and if you get the day off, enjoy your Monday. It's quite deserved. Thank you guys, and we'll see you guys next week.